Hello, this is Jim with DC Digital. Today I'm demonstrating a DC-25N-BR-50-1, and this one has a end-on light on it. It also has a relay contact closure or open, normally open or closed option terminal block on the back so that you can do something else when the end-on light comes on. This is a bell ringer scheduler for your breaks, shifts, class change, what have you, turn on and off lights, door closers, that sort of thing. It is a 50 vent bell ringer, bell scheduler. Also, it has an extraordinary tab that you can change your time back and forth from time zones quickly, as in this one is going on a ship, and they requested that they shift between Newfoundland time and Atlantic time. And so I'll show you that here in a second, but this is a 2.3-inch high LED with the end-on light, as you can see, and they wanted it set up for blue. It is a network web page that serves up the bell schedule, serves up the time, serves up the interface to set up the clock, and also your network settings. And I'll go ahead and show you that here in a minute. As you can see, it's 7:51, and I'm going to show you that they want to change it. So if they want to come in and change it to Newfoundland time, it advances it 30 minutes. Go back to Atlantic time, and it is goes back 30 minutes. And right now we are in Eastern Standard, so it's an hour ahead of us. But that is, and then it gives you the model number of what you of the clock itself, and then come down to the lower middle portion of the page, and it has a device name, and you can put in whatever name you want for it. But right now we have our DC Digital NTP 2133. But it gives you this option of putting that in. Username, password, so you're going to put in username. And this is default P. This is default password, and gets you into the configuration settings. So the NTP server, you want to set that up. You want to update how many times you want it done per minute, so once per minute, or you want to do it every 60 minutes or once per every hour or 2 hours or whatnot. And if you want to put it in a different time zone, you can do that here. We also have the feature of time temp that people will want to see with the time of day, and then just hit change configuration. In network settings, this is where you can change your password. So username, password is default, as you can see, and then also the name of the device. And if you want to put this hallway clock or bedroom clock or conference room clock, you can put that here, and that will show up on the main page. Here's a bell scheduler. Now we've got it set up for 3:23 here p.m. or 3:24 p.m. or 4 o'clock p.m. So today is Thursday, so I'm going to go ahead and put Thursday there, unclick, or you can click them all if you want. I want all the days, or just Monday through Friday. Thursday, and we have 7:54 right now a.m. So I'm going to put in 7, and then we'll put in 55, hopefully, and then a.m., and then go down here and push submit. Hopefully I get it in time to catch the next. And then here we set it up for bell, but you can set it up for none. You can set it up for just to stay on, or if you have it on, then you also need to follow it with an off. Or if you just want it to stay on indefinitely, then you just leave with the on. The unit itself, the clock itself, comes default, so that if you do set it for an on, you have a 5-second, we have a dip switch that we send out default that says turn off after 5 seconds if you do it longer than if you have an on. That is, so it gives you, now there's the 3-second bell, at 7:55, and then turns off. And I don't know if you heard the relay or not, but the relay closed to give you another option of normally open or normally closed contacts. As I was saying, we have a default where it goes off after 5 seconds if it stays on longer than 3 seconds. And that is locally changed. So if you want this to be on all the time, then you need to override that. You need to set that dip switch, which requires you to get into the case. It's 1, 2, and then 3 screws. But that you just loosen the bottom screw and then take out the top 2, and that separates the case so you can get into it. Fairly easy, fairly straightforward to do. And then your home screen is what you're going to go to just see how your clock is performing, what time you have. This is direct feedback of the clock itself. So once it will darken this screen if you have a network interruption, and I'll show you that here in a second. So if you have a network, if the network cable gets unplugged or the network has an issue, as you can see, the second stops. So there's no feedback from the clock anymore. And then if you refresh the screen, it will go gray. And that gives you some troubleshooting. So I'm going to show you also when you initially plug it in that it will give you the IP address of the unit itself. And as you can see, the screen went to a sad paper face or whatever that is. I'm going to plug it in. And as you can see, it went through the test of all the segments and the digits. And then it will scroll the IP 192.186.001 and 015. And that gives you your IP address that you would put in up here in your web browser bar. So your search bar would be 192.186.1.15, and that will bring up your web page. So that is your network NTP scheduler, bell scheduler program, and also time of day clock with an ANDON light and relay, all in one nice, neat little package. We can put this web page network card in any of our clocks, so you can go anywhere down to 1 inch all the way up to 30-inch high, where you can see it up to 1,500 feet away. We can use it with a horn. We can do it with an ANDON light, relay, higher power relay if you like. Any number of combinations of the displays, of the outputs, I'm sorry, and give you large variation of things that you can control. So again, this is Jim with DC Digital, and I'm demonstrating the DC-25N-BR-50-1, and this one has an ANDON light. Thanks for watching.